Hey everyone, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. If you're new, please consider subscribing. And now let's talk about Algorand. Before I get started on Algorand, I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you guys from the Algorand community to really show so much love in the previous update that I made. You guys went absolutely crazy and, saw a lot of positive comments coming in. And yeah, I just wanted to say thank you for that. And yeah, I'll try my best to continue bringing these Algorand updates for you guys on a continuous basis. So continue smashing that like button and commenting down below. And with that said, let's take a look at what's happening with the price of Algorand. If we're looking at it on the daily time frame, we have seen over the past, few hours a little bit of a cool off happening within the cryptocurrency markets. We're seeing Algo down about 4.6%, and majority of the market is also down quite a bit right now over the past few hours. But let me give you guys a quick reminder because we tend to forget what's been happening. You can see for yourself on the weekly time frame, Algorand is up 11.1%. Sure, it's not 30, 40, 60%, but a gain is a gain, and every coin has its time in my opinion. And as mentioned to you guys in my previous update, I think if we bring in all the potential things that are happening for Algorand and really put them in together, the potential is definitely there as far as ROI is concerned. But let's take a look at the shorter time scales, see what is happening right now and what are some targets we could be aiming for in this upcoming weekend ahead of us. So if we're looking at Algorand's price right now, it's currently sitting at 10.9 cents. You can see down about 5% over the past 24 hours in USD comparative. It's also down 2.3% in Bitcoin comparative. Looking at its market cap, 867.3 million. So pretty much the same as to where it was in our previous update. So, it's holding quite well, and the 24-hour trading volume is currently sitting at 60.5 million. So not bad at all, because now, I know there's going to be a lot of comments coming in, a lot of people trying to criticize that, there's not much liquidity. But remember, Algorand isn't hyped right now. There's not much eyes on Algorand. I still think it's being kind of slept on. There's obviously pros and cons. The tech, in my opinion, is a very, very unique tech for Algorand. Remember, layer 1, we know what layer 1s are. We know layer 2s. We know how much interest comes in them. But at the end of the day, the competition that's out there for these layer 1s is just insane. So it's really, really important to, market yourself. I think that's the right word. Spread the word. And in order for you to spread the word, you need to be building some massive partnerships and, coming up with some excitement, which will attract more eyes on your project. And I think, as mentioned to you guys, this is the second bull cycle for Algorand. I think there will be more eyes on Algorand coming this year as well, but it's going to have its own time and would require patience. But let's take a look at the price, see what is happening right now in the immediate short term, and where we could see the price of Algorand going as we do go into the month of November. Just a quick disclaimer for everyone that anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So this right here is the historic price pattern. We kind of went over it in our previous update, but if you're new to the markets, you guys can see this for yourself. Algorand was listed at $3.47, which was back in 2019. I don't consider that its all-time high. I consider, the previous bull cycle's all-time high at around $3. Its actual all-time high, because a listing price is not really considered an all-time high in my books. But pretty much since its previous all-time high, we've seen a significant retracement within the price, and the price has not seen any sort of recovery, any sort of excitement, because we're looking at the bigger time scale, and also it's still within its consolidation phase. There's no upside as of now. I think not even close to that. Of course, people are going to come and say, Algorand has been up about 20%. If you picked up some Algo on October 20th, you can see this for yourself. It's up about 22%. And again, to a 22% gain is a gain at the end of the day, but that's nothing in terms of actually making a recovery. And in my opinion, when Algorand really gets exciting is when it makes its way back up to this 21.8 cents mark, and that is a long ways ahead. It's going to be a gradual increase. But one thing I mentioned, I specified in the previous update, is market moves up really fast. Projects that have not pumped up, there will be a lot of eyes on it. Right now, we're not seeing altcoins getting as much excitement. Yes, there are some that are going absolutely insane on the monthly time frame, but not all of them. You can see this for yourself. Not all of them. HBAR, Algorand, the list goes on and on. Matic, Atom, XRP, the likes of ADA, it has been picking up today. Quant, these are some big projects. They haven't been moving, and the reason why they haven't been moving is because every coin has its own time. And I think Algorand will be one of those sleepers that do shock a lot of people, and you'd be surprised how big the Algorand community is. And there are some people in the Algorand community that reached out to me after I made that update saying, hey, Crypto ZX, we're accumulating Algo. It is one of our coins in our portfolio that we think is going to be one of the top gainers. Of course, it's been through a lot. It's no secret at this point. It's been through a lot of hurdles, a lot of FUD. There was a hack that happened sometime earlier this year, and of course that is going to take away interest of investors. But again, look at Solana. There's going to be times where your project gets hit with every type of FUD, and it's really important to see the team really come and actually see how they react to it. I always give examples. If team just go ghost mode or stop developing, that's a big red flag. But we haven't really seen that with Algorand. They continue developing, they continue innovating, and they continue wanting to compete as one of the top layer ones. And that is what I look at. And in my opinion, that is going to help them as we do go further into this upcoming bull cycle ahead of us. So, still long ways ahead of us, but the safe zone is at this 21.9 cents mark, and I've said this a reason why. This is the resistance where we need to stay above, and I think that's going to be a gradual increase from there on. So still long ways ahead of us, but going to be step-by-step process. Right now Bitcoin's seeing a little bit of a retracement, but let's see how the month of November plays out. So if I were to give you guys the shorter time scale, of course, if we are able to lose this support line, we could be making our ways down to this 10.4 cents mark, and possibly even at this 9.9 cents mark. And if I were to bring out the measuring tool for you guys, that is a decrease of about roughly 10%. We could see that happening if we lose this support line, but Bitcoin is the leading king at the end of the day, and it all depends on BTC how it reacts. But overall, things are not looking as bad, and Algo is still, in my opinion, way too low, compared to some of the other projects. So like I said, always do your own due diligence and research. And if you were kicking yourself last on October and November during the World Cup, when it was at 40 cents, guess what? You're getting it almost at 3x cheaper the price. So dollar cost averaging in here rather than picking it up there is something that a lot of people do tend to forget. But at the end of the day, you guys do what works for you. Let me know down below what you guys think. And yeah, love you all. See you tomorrow in Crypto ZX, and peace out.